say today is her hair appointment day. I had bought us some Blue Magic. So I like the coconut oil one because my hair is a little bit more Negro than it is Indian, so, or Chinese. I got that kinky. But so Blue Magic works for me and her hair a lot better. Now Shakaya, she has her dad woolly thick hair. I loved it though, cause like her thick woolly hair, like I always did her twists. Like her hair was perfect for twists. I don't like dreads. I don't do that. I had to cut mine off a couple years ago. It helped grow my hair though. My hair had grew, but I had so much new growth, and I had to actually cut it all off. But my new growth was, you know, enough. I didn't have to really cut it. But yeah, them things can get your hair stinking and can get trapped up and stuff. So I don't really like dread things. But one thing I'm really concerned about is every time so far is them not combing their hair. Like, I don't understand that. If you want my black children and y'all want to claim, taking my children is not going to make another household right. They're only going to prove that that's their intentions, is to keep taking from me and putting my kids into captivity, teaching them lies, competing this curse on the land, because they really, like, they can be very lazy. They don't want to work. It really is true. That it's really them. Because do you see me going around the earth taking people's children? No, you will never see I have a history of that. I don't go around getting in people covenant trying to take children or switch stuff. No, I just became a victim of what was thrown on me, and I just dealt with the cards that was given to me and try to make it better. And yes, I birthed other humankinds now, or my sisters have, and we got this war on earth. Ain't that's right, but this is what I'm saying. If you're going to be a parent, when my daughter was with me, her hair was always done. You know, there's very few moments where I may was tired and had to get to it, but I didn't let it go past no day or two with her hair being like that. And always, she always had clean clothes on and different clothes every day. And if she did have the same things for a while, they were clean, fitted for, you know, and decent to wear. You know, I didn't make her keep wearing the same things all the time either. But when I could, I always try to make sure I get her something. You know, I got her outfit that we're going to put on in a minute. I thought I do her hair pretty well. But yeah, so I need them to really quite understand that. So with me being her parent, I make that happen. So if I can do it in the amount of stress and little things that I haven't had, there's no excuses why people with, I guess, husbands to house them and take care of them makes me feel, they want me to feel bad as a woman because I didn't have a husband to do that. I'm more the desolate seed because I had my roots are mixed in a sense, coming from other women that tried to take a hold of my covenant. So why get mad when I come through one of y'all to tell y'all the truth? Why, they thought I would never remember myself as the original woman. But I remember a little bit of myself. I know some things I wouldn't do. I can tell you that. But I don't go around searching. I never had a law system searching around to get kids and all of that. Now, Louisiana do some of the same things, but they do get an opportunity for people to get their children back. I don't know what this system of New York got going on, but it's been too many people telling me, like, it's really, like, bad. Like a lot worse, or, like, they have a system of this. It's not like it's family involved and people involved. This like already set up to be this way. It seemed like for their I guess citizens. I'm not sure. Didn't know that when I was coming in. But yeah, so they've been using the police officers' power the whole time, and he just as responsible and gonna be judged on Judgment Day too. Just as responsible, helping these people get innocent children from their parents is not a good thing. My husband knows that. I'm sure he understands how they done use his energy and power to build up a darn man-made religion that binds his own damn daughters. Why would he allow or agree that to happen when he know he would have had daughters too? So I you know, they didn't like our union because God used us as a nation to testify to men and woman spirit. And I think other nations, they testify to, I guess, man and man covenant. But this is a covenant between a man and a woman, not two men. And I guess they had women that they like to rule over, so they didn't give a damn about their own spirits. And that's okay, you know. He helped them for a time. There's some times where, you know, God allowed that to come in because I think she probably was deceiving one time. Well, maybe we could just let the women in ours and maybe they'll birth more better with us and help us, and maybe they'll, you know, for them to have some children. Because she wasn't going to lower her standard. Why should I lower my standard to please their household? I'm done doing that. That hasn't got us nowhere. No, they can follow my order and lead now about it. Like, I shouldn't have to lower my cleanliness, my order, my spirit to please anybody else. You know, and I didn't feel bad for them at one point. I was feeling bad for women. I was like, you know, that's when you see the history of religions where it was polygamy accepted, and, you know, all this little other stuff. But it wasn't the way that God wanted to. It's just when they were being rejected, I guess, because they mankind didn't understand that they were women. So that's when they woke me up, realized, like, oh, shoot, not everybody is a man and a woman in this world, I guess. Nations, I guess, they deal with the natural elements of what it is to be a woman and man, how we all got, you know, little desires as different genders, but I guess God made me different with the spirit, so I can be able to testify to the other part of it. But you need more than just your nature to exist. You have spiritual laws, and there were not supposed to be no admixture to that. I'm supposed to accept my pure state, and this is what I'm telling y'all. I'm pure. I'm not admixture. I don't have a lie in my veins. So they want me to now go off of blood doctrine when everybody got a little bit of, or at least 4 nations. So why should I have to claim all of them? No. I'm going by my spirit. If you got the spirit of me and you understand this, then you are of me. And the world will hate you for what mother stands for. Okay? And that's just really right, man. I really don't got no desires to be doing all that extra stuff that we're doing. Yeah, I was thinking, So I just want to take care of my little ones. Have a, decent life, normal life. Because I know when you get involved with certain things, people be, you know, having more money can cause problems too. Then people want to target your life, your family. You know, I'm not saying they don't do that when you poor, but there is a blessing the poor has that the rich don't. You got to understand that when you go in those ambitions, it's going to cost you in the end. And they always learn at the end. Damn, I should have just stayed normal. Or I should have just stopped. I shouldn't have got greedy. I should have accepted the middle or the pole or whatever it was. Like, it's not about that I'm always active. I'm just not always productive because I have a welfare system in the middle of everything too. You got all this law in certain statehoods that's in the way for me to actually do on certain levels when I want to manifest a business, a good things for myself. And then I also need the other part of me, and I do. I mean, I would like a husband that I can do that with, but again, the way of the world, most men are caught up to, like, they feel like a woman should be building them, and I disagree with that. I'm a helper, but I'm not a builder. I'm not going to forget myself. I need things in life too. I deserve to have, you know, luxury, but you can't do all that time with building a man. Sometimes you have to put yourself on the back burner. Things be taken from you. You got to sacrifice a lot of stuff. Like, you know, sometimes it's just not worth it. It really ain't. Then the headache that comes with it when they, you know, think that you owe them something. You know, so I'm just letting the puppy see how I treat myself and my family, and I just feel like, you know, they can't make themselves right by trying to get my children under their household. That's just even more wrong. They can accept it that, you know, support me. You should. But I need y'all to really, like, try to learn how to do it my way. Like, make sure my baby has, like I said, her hair done, clean, good, nice clothes. Probably I get her outfit every week or whatever. You know, cool shoes when I can. And I like it because she's a girl, because like I say, it's much easier, y'all. Like, it's just, I found her some good, like, nice sandals. Like, you can go shop for girls, like, anywhere, literally. Like, you can go to Walmart, Dollar General. You can go to, see, like, you can go to all types of ways and find, like, cheap girl stuff. And, you know, it'd be acceptable. And just cute, you know. She's just a baby. She gonna grow out of it, so she don't know what the brand name is. All she knows is she's comfortable, and she's clean, and so we kind of do all this stuff for ourselves too, in a way. Right? Yeah. I mean, I even said now she seemed to be a little, you know, I don't see any marks or anything on her. It seems like she's okay with being, you know, happy a little bit, but I do see in her face like she's been crying just a little bit more than that's always. I see that, so I don't know. My character is no mother. I ain't never abused my kids, neglected my kids. I've never done none of that stuff. The only thing is I have not had the body of support from men and family due to what happened to me and coming back from all of that. From previous ancestors' choices and decisions is called generation curses. They really don't think the stuff is real. It is real. She should have never done it or been forced to, but God, like she said, it had a purpose in the end. And it had a purpose in the beginning. Yeah. Nobody can twist it to what they want to twist it to now. Can't twist it. I'm not a rapper though. I don't really like to rap. I like to sing though. I'm working on a new song I want to work on, but I'm just iffy not putting all my poetry and my songs or nothing like that dead or no ideas out there. I do a little bit sampling here and there, but I'm iffy. I'm not gonna give nobody all my tea or the things I'm working on. I'm not gonna do that, and I'm not gonna get all my poetry out. I have some poems, some nice poems I'm going to be writing. Like I said, I forgive. It's just a lot of people just, it's not an easy thing too. And a lot of people struggle with it. I've been there, done it. I've been there, done it. I definitely understand. This is a lot for me to deal with, a betrayal. Just imagine you birthing your first daughters into existence and you got to deal with a system of warfare. You got to deal with, you know, having to go through this just to be with them. But didn't have to go through this with a son at all. As soon as I get my children, that's what happens. Slow down. Slow down. So like she said, I got paid double. I got 2 daughters with him. That's dope. I went through something with the first, going through something with the second one. There ain't gonna be no third one, I can tell you that. No third. Or no more kids for me. It ain't really about him, there's no kids, period. I'm just glad I was able to have my daughters, see my daughters, and understand that. So yeah, it is more painful and it's more things because I can't break those generation curses, not repeat them, and going into somebody else's household is another repetion of something. So I don't know why they don't see it like that either. So at some point they gotta switch their system or change up something. So I'm gonna keep going on. Cute. Yeah. And I'm gonna braid it in the end. Let me start. on because it is kind of thick. Her hair a little thick, but it is more like don't put that in your mouth. We're going to finish that up and then we'll come back to show y'all her outfit and stuff like that.